set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 13 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Cousins rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taylor Gabriel. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Harmon. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. With a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The tackle made back at his
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
It's 3 to 4 yards. That's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Minnesota. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing low, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's caught inside the 30.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Being chased out left. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. They're kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Cameron Wake, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
For Kenny Golladay.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. Anthony Harris on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that would be incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for Marvin Jones.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
For the Lions.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And here comes Abdullah on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll set them back 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake, Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this will be caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. On the ground, it's Cook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Lions 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
On the pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Swift. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Swift, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing deep for Galladay. Crusher there as it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney breaks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everyone.